so excited today because we're here with Will, who's the CEO and founder of Manhattan Moonshine. And I don't know a lot about moonshine, so I'm excited to learn. So why moonshine?
Sure. Well, so what most people don't realize is that in rum and in tequila, silver rum outsells gold rum by a wide margin. And with tequila, the same thing goes. And the reason for that is that the unaged liquors tend to mix a little bit better and sip a little bit softer. And so because they mix a little bit better and they mix into a wider variety of cocktails, we decided to create a silver rum or a silver tequila, but for whiskey.
Wow.
So,
and it's clear. This is what I was saying. I'm like, I did not know whiskey could even be clear, and I didn't even know moonshine was whiskey.
The idea was essentially, can we create something that tastes like a whiskey, that is a whiskey, that doesn't have the heavier barrel flavors in it that turn a lot of drinkers off, especially new drinkers. So the oak and the smoke
I don't like that
and
shit.
the wood, exactly.
Yeah. So this is going to be like a friendly kind of moonshine for new beginners to the whiskey game. So friendly for females, people like me that isn't necessarily a fan of whiskey.
Sure.
All right.
Well, at the end of the day, look, whiskey has no more alcohol content than any of the other, vodkas, rums, gins, anything, right? The reason it feels a little bit scary is because it has unfamiliar flavors. This oak and smoke and the wood flavors people don't, aren't used to. And so this is something that's a little bit friendlier, a little bit softer, and whatever your favorite drink is, this can replace whatever the alcohol is in it. So we've made whiskey paladins, which is what we call a Cosmo, but without vodka with this instead. Yeah, absolutely. People have described it before as the flavor of whiskey with the mixability of vodka.
So how long have you been doing this, and like, has this been a passion of yours? Like, how did you get into the moonshine business?
Well, so my passion for many, many years has been whiskey.
Yeah.
And I, about 3 years ago, had my first white whiskey, moonshine.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very good.
Okay.
And I was disappointed because silver rum is so great and silver tequila is so great. So there's no reason silver whiskey can't be great.
Okay.
Right? So I had one bad one. I thought, okay, I'm going to find a good one. Right? So I bought another bottle. Equally bad. Right? I then went a little bit overboard. I bought the top 30, bought a bottle of the top 30 highest rated white whiskeys in the world. Wow. According to 3 different agencies that do ratings for this sort of thing. I had a big series of parties and tastings with business partners.
Man, why weren't we friends then? That would have been so fun.
Next time, I promise.
So you saw there was a gap in the market. There wasn't something that was, appealing to you. Okay,
exactly.
That's cool.
There wasn't a good white whiskey yet, but there's no reason there couldn't be.
Right,
and
that's
so after about 1.5 to 2 years of recipe development, we finally had it and we were ready to go.
That's so cool.
And we decided to name it Manhattan Moonshine, both because the alliteration is lots of fun and because I grew up in Manhattan, so it felt important. The other reason I wanted to call it Manhattan Moonshine is because when people think moonshine, just as you said, people are thinking about, something that comes out of a still in the backwoods or something like that. But moonshine had its high point in terms of quality during Prohibition, when a lot of formerly legal whiskey distilleries were operating in secret. So they had all the equipment, they had all the technology, but they didn't have the time to age it. And so what they would do is they would release a lot of white whiskeys that hadn't really been aged, and they'd either color them with brown food coloring, caramel coloring, whatever, pass it off as whiskey. And so for this brief period of time, white whiskey was a high quality product. And the epicenter of sort of the usage of that high quality moonshine was in New York during the sort of cocktail renaissance that we were having during Prohibition. The 3 ingredients for the Manhattan Moonshine: Ricky, which is the take sort of twist on a gin Ricky. It tastes a little bit like a daiquiri. It is Manhattan Moonshine, 2 ounces, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, which is just sugar water, and 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice.
Cheers!
Yeah, enjoy.
That looks nice, nice coloring.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yum.
Isn't that nice?
That's really refreshing. That's delicious. I can't taste any alcohol. Like, that does not taste strong. This is a dangerous cocktail. This is what we call they sneak up on you.
And so what we try and do with all the cocktails that we serve and all the cocktails that we do through our website and that we promote on our social media is only provide recipes really that people can actually make in their home. Make it home. Because what drives me crazy is a lot of times people say, oh, well, this is a honey thyme gastrique that takes
who has time at their house? Like, it's ridiculous.
Exactly, and that's the problem. And so what we want to do is be able to provide the perfect base ingredient, this whiskey.
Absolutely.
that does everything, and all you have to do is raid your pantry to make a lot of our cocktails.
And we're making more, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm sweating. I love this drink. It's so easy to drink.
The next drink we're going to do is another sort of Prohibition era classic called the Bee's Knees. This is our Bee's Knees variation.
Cool.
It's just honey syrup, Manhattan Moonshine, and orange juice.
3 ingredients again. I love this. I love this. It's so easy. I just can't get over how easy to drink this is. Honestly, when I thought of whiskey today, I was like freaking the F out because I'm not a whiskey drinker. I don't like that strong like barrel flavor.
Exactly.
And this tastes like it could be a vodka or it could be a tequila, and it's very refreshing.